our stitching is finished on the St. Valentine heart, and now this episode is going to follow how to make it up into a stuffed cushion. And I have decided to go with a lovely French fabric for the backing. It's entirely up to you what sort of backing you want to use, but cotton or linen is a good idea. We want to be working right sides together, and I looked very closely at the backing fabric pattern so that I would place the couple that you see here in the center of the back, in that it is a Valentine's heart. And you can see I'm putting the right side of that French fabric against the right side of the stitched bluebird's heart. So we're facing the wrong side of the bluebird's heart at present. A heart is quite a difficult shape, and if you'd rather just make an oblong or a square pillow, you're still going to have the idea of a heart when it actually comes to looking at the item because of the stitching on it. Take a tape measure and mark around 5/8 of an inch for your selvage right round the heart. I just marked with a pencil. And then pin the two fabrics together. I haven't cut it out yet. Pin it first so that the material doesn't slip. And then I've taken tacking thread and tacked round that marked line. I was taught how to tack, and it's old-fashioned, but it's meaning that you're really going to have secure work. It's worth taking that extra bit of time just to use the tacking thread. And leave a gap. I left a gap at the side, that's for stuffing it. Quite a wide gap, and I put it at the side so it's unobtrusive. Now you can stitch it by hand, or I've used the machine here. And I stitched round, just avoiding the tacking stitches so that they don't get caught in with the machine thread. And you can see the ends of the threads there, rather leaving a gap. At the side, I've used red thread, but I could have used cream or white. And here's the other side, and you can see that heart shape. Go. Let's say a heart shape is really quite difficult, but take your time and keep the selvage uniform, and you'll come out with a good heart shape on both sides. And then I finish off the threads at that opening quite securely, because I'm going to be pushing the stuffing through that opening, and I don't want the threads to break. I have an old machine, and so it doesn't finish for me. And I'll just show you here how you pull the thread at the end and catch the little loop through, so that you can finish off these ends very neatly. That's one end, and secure and tied. And you pull that loop through and catch the other loop before it. So you're bringing 2 threads through, which you can then tie. And then cut round, leaving a selvage of about maybe ½ an inch, not too much. And I also do what's called clipping the curves. You fold the fabric over. Be very careful that you don't clip the actual stitching, and you just make a little triangular clip and just one straight scissor cut in the top there. It just helps the fabric ease around. There are a lot of curves in a heart, and when you turn it out the right way, you want it as smooth as possible on the seam line. So it's really starting to shape up. And very carefully turn it the right way round. Smooth it out, and in fact I went and I ironed it. I ironed the edges, ironed right round the edges. You don't need to do that if you don't want to, but I just like it to look a little bit more neat. And that's our heart shaping up beautifully. There's the back with the 2 figures in the center, nicely centered in the back there. I use Mountain Mist, Fibre Loft, but there are a variety of fillings that you can use. I use the Twisted Thread, Yvonne Pfeiffer, the Twisted Thread, her tutorial on how to finish objects and how to use the Mountain Mist to fill objects. So I recommend looking her up. And then for the finishing, I decided to make it a very cheerful, bright item, and chose bright scarlet velvet ribbon, and I gathered it together to make a ruched effect, and then stitched it onto the edge of the heart cushion, all ready for a gift for St. Valentine's Day. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that you've been inspired to have a go, and that it's been really helpful. I've enjoyed very much doing it for you. And do look in again to see what else I'm going to be stitching. There are lots of things coming up, lots of samplers. And please subscribe if you enjoy this. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Happy stitching. Bye-bye.